Ladies, hear me out. There are so many things that women do that instantly kill masculine energy. And if you want to know what these behaviors are, then keep on watching. It will improve your dating life. Okay, I would say the biggest killer of masculine energy is nagging, correcting him, and mothering him. We are not his mother. We should never correct him or mother him, organize everything for him. It will just make him go into the passive mood. He will just take a step back because you are leading him. And that's a big killer for masculine energy because you also treat him like he cannot handle anything. So he will take a step back and it will be such an imbalance in your relationship because this signalizes him that you think that he is not competent enough to even lead himself, and he will take a step back, I promise you. Also, masculine energy shuts down when it feels criticized instead of trusted. You need to give your man the space and also the time to lead and organize things, and he should always manage himself. You are not his manager, you are not his mother, you are not organizing everything for him. Stop it. I know that when we love someone, we are so deeply invested that we would love to even cook them food for work and do all the wifey things. But this is wrong because you are maybe just dating him and you're already doing things on a wifey level. Let him lead and give him time, and also let him organize his life by himself. As I already mentioned, mothering him is super bad. And what this exactly means is that you are managing his responsibilities, that you are fixing his mistakes, and that you are organizing everything for him. You are criticizing him, and you are just behaving like his mother. And this exactly flips the energy from man and woman into parent and child. And this is really common. Sometimes we don't really see it, but in dating and in many relationships, it's super common that the woman mothers the man. And if you become aware of that, you start to see it. How many women are actually the planner and the organizer of their man's life? And that's not good for either your energy or his energy. One of the biggest killers of masculine energy is also being overly controlling. Sometimes we tend to always want to organize and control everything. We want to lead, we want to make decisions. But this more comes from a place of masculine energy and not feminine energy, because feminine energy just means that you take a step back and you relax, you let everything flow to you and you let him lead and you trust him. You trust his ability and you basically give him the power over the decisions where you go to eat. It's just not your thing. Basically, you say something like, I don't know where we want to eat, you can surprise me. And in this way, you just give him the power and the decision making, and this makes him feel strong and needed. This is always really good to have him leading and also taking decisions for you. Of course, if you want something, you can definitely point that out. And if you want to go to a certain restaurant, you can tell him, I want to go there. That's not a problem. But give him a little bit of space to plan and organize dates. Don't tell him, yeah, I want to go out on Friday 8 p.m. and we will go there. You are taking his part. That's his part. He should tell you, hey, we will see each other on Friday. I will pick you up 8 p.m. We will go somewhere. I will surprise you. This is his part. So definitely give him space for his masculine energy and you will be surprised. Not by all men, of course, but by the ones that are in their masculine energy. They will love to plan and organize the things for you. Something that we always tend to do is that we are over communicating and over explaining ourselves. I feel like this is really a thing that comes along with being a woman, because we always want to over explain ourselves. But we don't need to do that, because then we tend to write super long texts, we tend to over communicate so much, over analyze and just talk so much. It's not necessary. We don't have to do that. We don't have to over analyze everything and just write long text messages and talk about it all the time. We don't have to do that, because this basically is also bad for your mind. Of course, if you are just really deep in this topic and you're over explaining yourself all the time, he is probably not even listening anymore, because men are more simple. So basically, one message that is short and precise does its job way better than a really long text that is just nagging and just over explaining, because most men don't even listen then anymore. more. So one simple, friendly message where you point out what you want and what you expect is enough. So also always try to communicate in a soft and normal tone, not in an emotional tone. And just say short and precisely what you want. It will save you time and energy, trust me, because if you just start to over-explain and over-communicate, you will get into this rage mode of texting all the time, getting angry because he's replying something short, and you will just be unhappy. So always think to yourself, okay, I have my boundary here, I want this, and you just write him a quick message and just one sentence, and that's it. Now you basically give him the power, and that's exactly the moment where you give him the moment to lead and to take decisions and take action. It's not your responsibility to take action and over-explain yourself. Something that some women definitely do is starting to fight to get attention. But drama will not bring him closer to you, it will push him far away from you. So never make the mistake that you think, okay, if I start an argument now, he will finally hear me out. He will not. You will push him far away from you, and this will hurt you. Because masculine energy also needs a calm space and a calm energy to really listen and take action. And you need to communicate in a clear and calm way what you want. But as soon as you start arguing and drama and fighting, he will just take a step back. Some women think if they start to play games and start to be the one that is emotionally unavailable, you will get his energy towards you. And for some men, this might work, but if you truly want to attract a masculine man, this is not bringing him closer. Because masculine energy pulls toward connection, warmth, and softness. So if you are the woman that tries to play games and is just like trying to be the cold one, you will not attract a masculine man. So if you are dating someone, you can stay in your soft feminine. Let him pursue you and show you his real face. And then you can still decide if this is for you or not. But if you are so distant and you shut down directly, you will not even give him the chance to show you how he really is. Something that directly kills masculine energy is competing with him. I don't see it super often, but it definitely happens sometimes. Because if you start to compete with him, he will feel like you are his guy best friend and you are competing against each other. Could be money, could be fitness, whatever you can think of. Never compete with him. You are just doing your thing and he's doing his thing. Examples for trying to compete with him is trying to win every argument, trying to be the man that is leading, that is organizing, that is doing stuff, proving him that you're always right, and also making everything a struggle. You need to stop it because it's just so bad for you and also for his energy. If every conversation that you are having is about you and your thoughts and your inner world and your feelings, he will not have his space to also talk about his inner world. And of course, men are always the ones that present to the outside that they are super strong, but everyone has struggles. Everyone likes a nice place to come back to talk about pain points or struggles. So a man also needs that. In a relationship, a man also needs his woman to come back to and talk to. So if every conversation is just about you and your feelings and your struggles, he will shrink because he doesn't have space for his inner world. So also always realize that your man or the man that you are dating also needs room to express his feelings and talk about the things that is bothering him. So don't take up all the room with your thoughts and your feelings. Let space for his feelings as well. Okay, something that is such a big point that gets overlooked many times is if you don't let a man help you, you block his masculine energy. Sometimes we are so used to saying, no, I can do this myself, I don't need you. And maybe that's a fact. We don't need him to open the door. But if he wants to do this for us, that's super nice and we should be grateful for that. We should not block his masculine energy and say, no, I can do this by myself, I don't need you to open the door. You will really push his masculine energy back. So you can even ask for help. You can tell him, hey, could you maybe help me and carry this bag for for me, it's so heavy. And it's nothing bad to ask for help. And don't get me wrong, independence is important and also attractive, but hyper independence is a killer for masculine energy. Because if you always reject his offers to help you, you will make him feel useless. And this is such a killer for his energy, because masculine energy also needs the feeling of being needed and to have purpose. So let him help you and be grateful for that. So something that we overlook many times is when we criticize the way a man leads, we also block his masculine energy and we are also correcting him. Something that is a direct killer for that would be something like he takes action and you tell him, oh no, that's wrong, not like that. Or something like, just give it to me, I will do that. Or why are you doing it that way? I promise you he will stop trying and he will just distance himself, because he also has the feeling that every time he does something, it's wrong, and this makes him feel super useless. Something that is super bad for your relationship is when you take the part of the masculine energy and you start to chase him. That means that you are over pursuing him, you are always double texting, you are texting him first, you are chasing him. That is masculine energy. You are in your feminine energy, and that means that you simply take a step back and you just attract. You don't chase. If you start chasing and you start to signalize him that he's the center of your life and that you just over pursue him, you need him, you chase him, you over text, and you make him the center of your life, he will pull back and he will just relax in a feminine and passive mode, because you are basically taking his part, the masculine energy, the chasing energy. So never do this. Take a step back and always tell yourself you are in your feminine energy and you just attract, you don't chase. The next thing that is super important to always be aware of is when you make him responsible for your emotional stability, for your happiness, for your insecurities, for your inner peace, you just basically show him that he's the center of your life and that he has an impact on you, on your life, on your feelings, on your mood. And this also puts a lot of pressure on him. And you just show him that he is always responsible for that. And men start to pull back when they feel like everything is dependent on them. So always have your own life and don't make everything that is wired to him have an impact on you. You are stable in yourself and he's not affecting your whole life. An instant killer of masculine energy and a relationship ruiner is talking down to him. This can be in a sarcastic way or with his friends, with his family members, and these can also be emasculating jokes or disrespecting him but in a sarcastic way. This will kill his attraction to you instantly, and this will also have a big impact on your relationship, because even if it's just all fun and games for you and you think, I'm laughing with his friends, this is your man and you should not talk down to him, especially around people. If you have something to say to him, do it in private, but don't do it around his friends or around others, because there is nothing worse for masculinity than to feel belittled by you. So always be aware of the fact that you are a team and you're working together with each other. You should not talk bad about your man in public. And of course, the same goes for him. He should also not joke about you. This is disrespectful and it will just harm the other person and have a bad impact on you both. So my beautiful angels, this was it with the video. If you find it helpful, leave a comment and like this video, and also subscribe to this channel so you never miss a video. And be aware of the fact that we have an impact on our relationships and we have an impact on our partner. So always remember the things that you learned here in this video. And see you next Sunday. Bye bye.